Hey, everybody. Got a interesting one today. I was working on these yesterday, but this one has the same problem as the other one. So I want to kind of do some exploratory investigation on this one and see what we can find. So these are a Lenovo L390, and this one, what it is, I should be showing you before I do it, shouldn't I, really? So I'll show you. I'll undo the screws while I'm here, but I'll show you what's wrong. Actually quite surprised how many I've had of this batch that have had the exact same problem. So I don't know whether it's a common problem. These ones all had damaged charge ports. So I did the charge port, thought it was fine, but after checking it, it wasn't. So basically, if I plug the charger in, we get no picture, which means it's not doing anything. If I plug it in the other way, it'll actually work. So it's working one way, not the other. So I'm guessing it's something to do with it getting the sense through. So they run a 1.6 volts runs through the port to say that it's, you know, like a detecting sense. So, or what they call it something like a power sense sort of thing. And all these had the same sort of issue. So let's check it, see if we can find what's wrong. And if not, then it'll probably be the port. Something went wrong when the port went in. So I'll just have to, may have to redo the port if that's the case, but which is fine. You know, they don't always go perfect. Just is what it is. These ones are pretty easy to tear down, which is good. All right, so we'll go over to the scope, see what we can see. Okay, so that way. Okay, 20 volts. Now, so if we go on here, got the finer one, because I think I accidentally touched, but I don't check the footage after. Why is that on telling me 20 volts? That's weird, isn't it? This is on. Okay, so 20 volt we're looking for. 20 volt. So this pin here, is so big. I need the skinny ones. Even these are a little big, but they're better. Okay, so here should have 1.6. There you go, 1.64. So now you'd think that would be the opposite, wouldn't you? It's not. I would have thought that. So when you rotate it, should pull the hard drive out. Doing this sort of stuff, always pull the hard drive out. Shit. Whenever you're doing this sort of stuff, I recommend to pull the hard drive out, because you don't want to have any issues, like particularly if you're going to be turning it off and on again, even if it's working or not, doesn't really matter. If you don't want to be turning it off and on again, you will corrupt the hard drive if you do it enough. So if I do this, should be nothing. So now the line over here is the worst line ever. It's actually that one there. So it's actually there. that one or is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. So now what we got, okay, so rather than mess with this one, what we'll do, we'll just go straight to the source. So if I rotate this around, and then, so over here, here, so a bit further over, yep, so that one there. So this one actually goes from that leg over there, so I don't know if you can probably see that from above. So this one is from this port, and then this one comes from this port. So, and then over here, so we've got, pretty sure it's these two pins are inbound. So they come direct from the port. So here I should be able to touch one of these and it'll give me 1.6 volts. 1.64 volts, there you go, that's what we want. Now if I rotate that around like that, it's the one beside it will give me 1.64, which it's not. It's giving me that 62. So I know that it's a issue with the connection between those two. Now that connection is actually here. It's the stupidest connection. I don't know why, but it's actually there. That's it there. So if I do this, okay, so we've got that there. Then if we go like that, and we go like that, and then we should be able to see that. So that pin, that's your active pin there. So one of two things, either when I put the charge port in originally, it didn't connect to that part of the board properly, or there's a fault with the charge port. But apart from that, there's really nothing else that can go wrong. I don't think anyway. So this is what I'm trying to work out on these, what goes wrong. So, because by the looks of it, it's straight through. There's no, I know Soren did one from electronics repair school, but his one had a diode in between, but this one doesn't seem to have a diode anywhere. I can't find any diodes that cross paths with these. So all I can think of is that they don't actually have one. So I could be wrong. Happy for someone to prove me wrong if they find one, but I can't seem to find one anywhere. And actually, when I did watch another video, can't remember who did it. I'll try and find it and I'll talk about it at the end. I think he mentioned that it went straight through, but I can't remember if he did or not. But he wasn't working on this board, he was working on a different one, so I was just going off that chip and getting an idea from there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give this a reflow. This is one that I have replaced. Maybe it's just that I just didn't do it well enough. What I'm going to do, is I'm going to bring the heat down so I don't melt that terminal anymore. And it could be that. It could be that I actually got that terminal too hot, melted some of the plastic around it, which stopped it from doing its job properly. So I may have to just replace it. So we'll work that out as we do this. So all I want to do is just kind of give it a little press down, see if there is a little bit more space there for it to fall in. Alright, try that. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to replace it. Alright. We've got working that way. And then the $1 million question. Nope, nothing. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put another port on and just see if that works.
A few minutes later.
Alright, that way. Working one way. Will it work the other way? There you go. So all it was is I didn't do a very good job. Well, that's how you test it. So if anything, we learned something. Now I'll bolt it back together and we're done. So the idea of this video was to, one, obviously see if I could work out where the problem was, and two, see if I was the cause of the problem. Now you gotta remember, when this came in, it wasn't working at all. I think I did both charge ports on this one as well. But obviously something's gone wrong in the soldering down of those pins. What, I don't know. Or, I mean, these charge ports are from China, whether there's something wrong with them, maybe they're not 100% inside, or, you know, I've overheated it when I've put it together. You know, there's one of 1,000 reasons why it could be not working the way it should be. But the main thing, I think, is that you have the tools to know how to check it, and that's what the goal of this video is. The battery up, we'll plug it in, charging, got 3 amps, 20 volts, that's what we want. Unplug it, turn it around, plug it in, 20 volts, 3 amps, 2 to 3 amps, and then this one should do the same. So, well, that one's only doing 5 volt, but these ones, I don't know if these do that. Is that normal? That's the charging port, so as long as that one's doing what it's supposed to be doing, I'm good. Alright, so it's 20 volt, nearly 3 amps, going between 2.5 and 3 amps. And then if I unplug it, you'll see it will go out. I'll plug it back in the other way around. Bang. All good. I'm going to finish this one up. Hopefully everybody enjoyed it, learned something. I know I did. And see you on the next one. Bye.